night alone. For the moon is awful clear. The noisy stillness hems you in. For the silence you move. You bastards! You get off! Oh, no. Did you see who it was? You let him go, you idiot. Now we'll never know who it was. Cinderella?
Where have you been? I was expecting you half an hour ago.
Oh, I had to go to the quarters at the work site. The crane driver thinks he has pneumonia. The crane driver has a head cold, which isn't surprising considering he spent all of Sunday night lying in the wet grass with 3 pints of scotch inside him. The 3 pints of scotch are what stopped him getting pneumonia. And then while I'm writing out the prescription, he asks me if I'm a Catholic or a proddy. When I tell him I'm an atheist, he acts as if the cough medicine is likely to be pure arsenic.
Well, at least he won't be back for more.
Then Miss Geddy met me at the man's gates and told me to beware. The Catholics are trying to take over the school hall and disrupt my classes for autistic children for some sort of revival. Now, what's going on here?
Well, it's not exactly a revival, not when it's Catholic. Father Roach is trying to arrange a mission, especially for the Irish labourers, and they've got a Jesuit coming, a Father Kernahan.
What's wrong with Father Roach? Sermons too wishy-washy. Need a hellraiser, do they?
Well, there's been a lot of trouble out there. Fights among the men. Father's been out there a lot trying to get better conditions for them.
The better conditions include a Jesuit? Now, what's all this about the school hall?
Would you like some coffee?
Are you trying to calm me down?
Look, I've been doing visits for you. Don't you want to hear my report on Mrs. Mackenzie?
No, I don't. How is Mrs. Mackenzie?
Well, I think...
Listen, are they really serious about the school hall?
Yes, it's only for a week, though.
A week? That's 2 classes. The continuity is vital with these children. You can't suddenly disrupt them.
Well, you would have breaks in the summer.
That's not the point. These children need that school hall more than a few Irish labourers need a revival. There's too much religion in this place as it is. Helen, I don't want to offend you, but when religion stands in the way of mental health, I can't...
Well, there is too much sectarianism.
I don't have separate medicines for separate sects, for heaven's sake. A mission, God help us. I'll fight it. I'll go to every member of the education subcommittee one by one. Just hope they're not all Catholics.
Well, there's at least one Presbyterian on the committee who'll be against you.
Who?
My father. Well, he wants to help. He's having dinner with Father Kernan tomorrow night.
I might have known. Doesn't he realise how important these classes are?
Didn't he help you get the hall in the first place?
Look, if they move into the school hall, I'll move my kids into the kirk. It's empty 6 days a week. Why doesn't the Jesuit use it for that matter?
Father doesn't own the building. I shouldn't imagine the Kirk session would like the idea of a Jesuit walking in. What have you been doing?
Oh, fighting Irish labourers.
I wonder what the Jesuit would say to that.
May Almighty God bless you, the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. The Mass is ended. Go in peace.
Thanks be to God.
You seem very well informed, Father Kernahan.
It's an advantage given to strangers.
and distinction of your society, I believe. What is that old title the Jesuits earned for themselves?
In praise or blame?
No, this was more in wonder than anything else.
Oh, the spies of God, is
Ah.
that the one you mean? We were great travelers, you see, and came to be strangers everywhere. Will you have the same again?
No, I'm fine. That was an excellent dinner. Thank you.
Yeah, it's a fine hotel, and you've been looking after me in great style. I would have stayed with the parish priest, but of course there's no priest's house in Lamberton. In fact, no church buildings at all.
Yes, well, it's a very small Catholic community here.
And likely to remain so. What with one thing and another.
What things?
Well, I imagine if any Catholic family was settling in this area, they would first inquire if there was a school and a church of their faith. Would they not?
Yes, I suppose so.
And finding neither, they would go elsewhere. Whereas non-Catholics might well inquire if there was a suitable school, but would not be much concerned about...
My church?
Oh, it's such a fine church. I've had a look round it. It's a fine building.
But we're not really talking about buildings now, are we, Father Kernahan?
I am.
The school hall. Well, that is what you wanted to talk to me about, isn't it?
It is.
Well, I'll have to hear the application along with the other members of the committee, of course.
I've heard some of the other members of the committee,
Yes. Father Roach is one.
and I've heard others. Go on, I'm sorry.
To be frank, I don't completely understand what the mission is for. But in as far as I do understand it, I don't see that there's any great need for it. Our committee is concerned with the needs of the community.
And you personally have already shown great care for the physical needs of our community out at the worksite, those Catholic labourers.
I didn't ask if they were Catholic labourers.
We would fairly assume it, though.
Why is there such a mania for identification? There were workers in my parish, badly housed, poorly fed, and underpaid.
Yes, I'm sure there's no militant trade union could do more than you've done for them, Mr. Smith, but I assure you they are Catholics, far from home and friends, and in great need of spiritual sustenance. And there is a need for identification. I'm sure you wouldn't like to be taken for a Jesuit.
I don't think there's any fear of that.
Fear is the word, Mr. Smith, in identification. It's saying who you are reduces the fear of the unknown. The mission is a sustained act of reassurance in the identity of these men, to remind them who and what they are.
Oh, saying who and what you are to each other is well enough. But shouting it sounds to me like defiance. Dr. Calvi, I'd like you to meet Father Kernahan. He has come to Lamberton on a special mission. Father Kernahan, Dr. Calvi, a local GP.
How do you
Won't you join us? Would you sit
do?
down?
No, thank you. It's one of my class nights. I'm a bit late.
Oh, yes, Dr. Calvi and a specialist run classes for autistic children in the school hall.
Twice a week, Mondays and Wednesdays. Every week.
I believe you've both worked in Africa. Father Kernahan was a missionary there, and you were in...
You find the natives here less docile.
And in better health, I hope.
You realize your mission will break up my classes.
Oh, it's only for a week.
No, I'd not realized it. In fact, I'd not been aware of it.
Father Roach must have been aware of it. You're aware of it. But since you're all churchmen, it wouldn't seem important. But if this week the committee decides that our plans must be altered in favour of some spiritual exercises, and who's it going to be next week? Scientologists?
No, Dr. Calvi, that is quite unnecessary.
This mission is quite unnecessary.
You're in no position to judge that.
Very well, yeah. It's an outside opinion. But since there seems to be such solidarity in the church, why not use the church? Share it. Use the church hall. It would only be for a week. Good night.
Yeah. I'm sorry, I can't justify that behavior.
I'm not looking for justice, Mr. Smith. It's a luxury. I'm only looking for elbow room.
I'll see that you get it.
Come in.
Father Kernahan.
I'm glad of the chance to see you before I go.
Oh. Where are you going?
Back to Nottingham.
Oh, but you couldn't have heard already. I've only just come from the meeting, which Father Roach did not attend, by the way.
Oh, yes, the meeting. What was the decision?
Well, you seem to have made the decision.
Anticipated it, maybe. The application was refused.
Yes.
So I was right then to pack.
I find it very odd. In fact, Father Kernahan, your behavior since you arrived here has been very odd indeed.
Only if you don't understand it. Secretive would be a better word. And diplomatic, a better one still.
But I promised to give you elbow room, find a place for your mission.
But the place has been denied.
Now, other places apart from the school hall.
Indeed?
Yes, but I can't pursue that line if you're not here.
Well, I'm free to stay for a short time.
Good. Since you've planned to leave the hotel, you can come and stay as my guest.
At the manse.
Yes.
I'm very grateful. And I'll accept.
You see, Mr. Smith, there's more than faith can move mountains.
Aye, but faith removes them without trace. You just move them somewhere else.
You want to see the hut?
Yes, that's what I came for.
Well, this is the canteen, put up at the company's expense.
Not without prodding.
Well, the men like to eat in the open.
Maybe, but eating what?
Well, we've got a new kitchen, there's a cold store, and the price is cheap.
No, it isn't a banquet they want to hold, Mr. Gillespie.
So I hear, Mr. Smith. It's a chapel you want to hold.
No, it's a meeting place for
The
them.
road
So that they
line
can
man
have...
says, do you want to open your diversion or do you want to...
You!
What's wrong?
The road line man says, do you want to open
Yeah,
your
wait,
diversion?
Wait a minute, you. What's up?
I've been looking for that man and his mate.
For what?
Assault and breach of the peace.
I never touched him. I never seen you before
What's
in
your
my
name?
life.
Eh? Malkai.
Come on.
Yeah. Did you attack this man?
No, not him.
You said his mate.
No. He was the man they attacked and tried to rob.
Not you.
No, I was trying to help.
Malkai.
I beg your pardon, sir. I've never seen you before in my life.
There you are. Didn't I tell you? They eat exactly the same things we eat. And he loved your cooking.
Oh, the same. Still don't think it's right.
Well, we're very sorry it means extra work for you, but it won't be for long.
Oh, it's no the work. There's been a lot of talk, you know.
I expect so. They say what say they let them say.
What's that? It's no the kind of thing that's expected of a Presbyterian minister.
Courtesy, Mrs. Pollock. Hospitality to a stranger.
Oh, you don't know where you are these days. Wouldn't have happened with the last one, I'll tell you that. He had the elders right behind him, nae hunker sliding. But now everything runs together. You don't know where you are. Changes all the time, and no for the better, in my opinion. Priests and ministers jumping about changing places in churches and chapels. What's the word for this new thing?
Sharing?
No, it was a bigger word than that.
Oh, I'm glad you found something to interest you.
Is this your own collection?
Mm-hmm. Apart from one or two I inherited from the venerable doctor.
Doctor?
Of divinity, my predecessor.
An odd combination of words now. Doctor and divinity.
Being venerable isn't all that common either. What did you find?
Don Quixote.
Ah, yes. That's one of his. My wife liked the binding. I've never read it straight through, but we did one or two set pieces at school, of course.
You don't need to read it, Mr. Smith.
Hmm?
Yeah, nothing, just a little tribute, maybe.
Not quite my style. The romantic ideal. I'm the last person you'd call romantic.
No, among the first.
What?
Among the very first. You have the unshakable belief that most people are already good people. That's idealism.
No, that is a fact.
And it's knowing an ideal as a fact that makes the romantic. Quixotic. Yes, undoubtedly. You don't have to read it.
But his fact was a delusion.
That's my view. You know, I keep stumbling into windmills. Oh, it feels like it. It's the donkey I'm on, you see. While you're on that splendid horse, supported by the state.
Not with money, unfortunately. Oh, but there is so much that is evasive here. Such small issues that are inflated into such great size. Sometimes it does feel like tilting at windmills. Since there are no evil giants anymore, at least not in my parish anyway.
Are there not, Mr. Smith?
No, the giants I remember in the city. The ogres, poverty, hatred, ignorance. No, this is a happy, calm place with a few petty squabbles.
Forgive me, but I have occasion to notice that ignorance is rife. And pettiness itself is evil, surely?
Yes. I try to combat them both when I can. And if Father Roach had been there to help me today, I might have been able to do a lot more. Did you tell him not to go to the meeting?
I am a guest in his parish as well as yours. I cannot...
Advise him, then. Did you advise him not to go?
Not as strong as that, either. I merely pointed out the situation. Knowing the application could not succeed, I made clear the disadvantage of pressing it and the embarrassment his presence would cause to the majority already decided against him. What good would there be causing tension and anger upon an issue that could not be won?
You know, I don't really understand your intention. Either this mission is necessary or it is not.
Necessary? No. It is desirable. But it is only desirable if it is possible.
Right. You say it is desirable. I say it is possible. And tomorrow I hope to complete the arrangements to make it possible.
But there is a suitable place?
Well, not all that suitable, perhaps, but most convenient for the people you want to reach.
Oh. Well, I'm very pleased to hear that.
Then I wish you'd managed to sound pleased, Father Kernahan. You know, I get the impression that you don't want to succeed in this at all.
Accepting that. Why?
Because you have no sympathy for a gang of casual workers.
Instead of casual, say transient. That's nearer the mark. Now, it'd be unwise to squander the goodwill of the resident community, particularly the resident committees. We may need all of that goodwill before long for something more permanent than a few days of mission.
You want a Catholic church in Lamerton?
I envy your directness. I wish I could afford it.
And we can't afford the publicity of denying even the transient members of your faith the right to worship as they choose.
That aspect did not escape me. And I was willing to leave without a word, as you know.
Yes, I'm sorry, I take that back.
Don't you see, Mr. Smith, if you make trouble on our behalf, that is Christian and, though troublesome, noble. But if we make trouble on our own behalf, that is just troublesome.
And then you'll just have to find something noble you can do for us.
There's Mr. Gillespie from the worksite. He said a new set of keys cut for the canteen. He's going to drop them off here this afternoon.
Good.
Including the kitchen keys, which I gather he would like you to guard with your life. And apparently they keep a stock of beer as well as food.
Oh,
Is it worth it, Dad, all this trouble?
I think so.
Well, if they have to hold a service, any religious service in a worksite shed, that'll cast a bad light in the village.
Well, it's not my job to save appearances for the village. This is a practical solution.
You got it by twisting Gillespie's arm.
No, he agreed willingly.
Considering the hole you put him into over digs and wages, he couldn't very well refuse.
Now, that's all over. It didn't come into the discussion.
Oh, come on. You know you've got the edge on him. And the Elstown Herald right behind you.
Now, Helen.
Well, it's true. And after you've stamped on all those toes to get the mission, supposing the canteen doesn't suit his drowsy holiness upstairs?
I'm downstairs now.
I beg your pardon.
Still drowsy. The Scottish air is definitely soporific. Good morning.
Good morning. Father Carnahan, I...
Thank you.
Father Carnahan, I'd like you to come out to the worksite with me. The canteen can be made available for your purpose if you think it's suitable.
Oh, splendid. I'd like to have a look at it. In the evening, if that's convenient.
Uh-huh.
I have the hospital this morning, then lunch with the Rotary, and I must pay my respects to the bishop in the afternoon.
I wouldn't be too sure of the Rotary, Father Carnahan. Matron has plans for you.
Really? Charming woman. What time should I be at the site?
Oh, about 7?
Excellent.
Oh. Well, if you excuse me, I have 1 or 2 calls of my own to make.
Of course.
Helen, are we having Mrs. Pollock for dinner, or...?
No, not tonight.
We'll have the keys, mister. Throw us your keys and you can pass on. If you can swim. Hey, what the hell are you at? Clear the way there, do you hear? Jump him! Get the hell out of here! Stand there! You rotten bastard! You rotten bastard!
You men. Ah, Father. Take off your cap. Your name?
I know their names.
Aye. Well, I hope you can remember them this time.
Would have done. Would have done very well. In fact, it's ministering in sheds like this and preaching in the open air gave me the most satisfaction in days gone by. But I'm in the hands of the bishop, and the bishop has changed his mind.
The bishop?
Yes, Mr. Smith. Now, apart from that, I'm urgently recalled and must leave tonight. I've already collected my traps from your house and say goodbye to your daughter.
Oh. Oh, well, I'll see you.
Oh, Mr. Smith, that awful drenching I got in the water has given me terrible fear of a chill. Oh, it's a disgusting thing, that. And all I hoped to do was to save you and the spirits in the store there from them hooligans. You must have got a bit wet yourself before I intervened.
No.
The best thing against the chill, I always say, is to take precautions. Isn't that the truth, Father?
No doubt.
Goodbye, Mr. Smith. And thank you not only for your interest and hospitality, but for ideals put to use. And I apologize for the indignities you've had to suffer on our behalf.
Whose behalf? Ours, Father Carnahan. You are in no position to apologize for what we both share. And there is some dignity in sharing.
And God bless us. But that's what we share above all. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Chew!
Oh, the keys.
It's the big one with the...
Oh, I'm sure you'll find
Oh, I know which one it is.
No doubt.
I was here when they stored the stuff. Will you have a jar yourself, Mr. Smith? I hate drinking alone. And you've more than earned your share.
No.
Oh, it's the least I can offer you for saving me pay poke last Saturday.
Yes. Yes, I will. Bring me out a bottle of beer.
There was only one glass I could find. There we are. I'm beginning to feel better already, huh? There we are now, Mr. Smith. There we are.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Thank you.